Hi, my name is Gary Connor, and I'm an external consultant that will be reporting a data analysis on the ethics violations that occurred in the 2005 Wal-Mart bribery case. The purpose and goals of this report are to conduct a non-biased and accurate data analysis to present to all the stakeholders involved to describe, illustrate, and evaluate the unethical practices that Wal-Mart has engaged in both locally and globally. This report will provide the stakeholders and organization with the tools for addressing information and data analysis to determine if they wish to discontinue their affiliation with the Wal-Mart Corporation. It will also discuss Wal-Mart's communication and handling of the investigative procedures, and also the risks and threats that could impact its stakeholders should they continue their affiliation with the Wal-Mart Corporation. The data collection procedures and analysis were compiled from the following resources. A former Wal-Mart executive lawyer comprised an email and sent this knowledge of an ongoing bribery to a senior level Wal-Mart management official. This email included detailed information and involved names, dates, and bribe amounts dating back to 2005. We caught wind of this when the story broke in the U.S. through a New York Times article written by David Barstow and published in 2012, which involved the mishandling of the case. A background on the case and an overview. Since 2005, there's substantial evidence that suggests that the CEO of Wal-Mart in Mexico and fellow top officials engaged in knowingly orchestrating bribes valued at more than $24 million to obtain a favorable position and market dominance in the following areas. They used these bribes to obtain building permits, zoning modifications, and environmental clearances. They fabricated false records, and they also hid illegal payments to Mexican government officials. These initial reports to the United States to Wal-Mart headquarters were reported to top management in the U.S. from a Mexican lawyer who was directly involved in the illegal operation. Senior Wal-Mart management officials, when that email was sent, commissioned two independent investigative units to look into it. The reports concluded a substantial inquiry was warranted. Despite the recommendation from multiple courts and the need for a major inquiry, the case was referred back to the General Counsel of Wal-Mart located in Mexico, the very same people that had been alleged in the criminal activity. To no surprise, the Mexican General Counsel properly closed the matter, finding no problems and suggesting no disciplinary actions be taken. It wasn't until the New York Times reported on the matter that action had finally been taken because it called public outcry to basically what was going on. And since then, all those have been relieved of their duties, but only those in Mexico, of course. Major points of the analysis of unethical engagements should all be considered by stakeholders in the handling of this matter. The first one, senior Wal-Mart officials ignoring recommendations for a major inquiry from two independent investigative firms. Instead, rather than conducting the major inquiry, which these two firms said they should do, they opted for an in-house investigation to be conducted by the very same people who are alleged to have committed the crimes. This behavior is reckless, irresponsible, and also unethical. Number two, they ignored and dismissed reports from the whistleblowing lawyer that was directly involved in the scheme. We had somebody that knows what happened and what went on, and yet they basically didn't take his testimony seriously at all. And furthermore, there's no process in place for these people to come forward. There's no whistleblower system so that basically you can't report any misconduct within the organization. The bribery allegations were hidden and compartmentalized much like a criminal enterprise. The reports never made it to the board of directors. They were swept under the rug through various different departments before it can get elevated to that level where they can make the right judgment call as to what they want to do. One of the things too, it also seems that employees opted to be more of partners of the business rather than guardians of the corporation. This clearly chose profits over the integrity of the company as they put the reputation of Wal-Mart on the line, and both globally and locally. In addition, what were the CEOs doing and what was their failures in the handling of the case? The CEO of Wal-Mart, Lee Scott at the time, his direct failures in mishandling of the allegations, there was three major ones. First, there's no process or system for detecting wrongdoing. This allows for operations to continue and manifest for years should they so happen to. He excluded professionals that were qualified to handle the allegations and correct the wrongdoing. His allegations his actions suppressed the allegations rather than uncovered them. And this action was apparent when he sent the investigation back down to Mexico to be covered back up. Mike Duke, the CEO of International Wal-Mart at the time, directly in charge of Mexico, was briefed on the matter and the recommendations for the full investigation, but instead, he as well took no action. Where were the board of directors? What were their actions and reactions? Thus far, no actions have been taken, minus the removal of the CEO in Mexico and those directly with him who were involved. As to why the board is not overseeing whether the company has adequate compliance systems in place, they don't. That's an issue and that's a problem. Like currently, right now, when they reviewed the case and looked at everything, there was no report of investigative or reactionary procedures. So that's one problem that the board of directors should probably address. And also, going forward, what are their plans to discipline those that were involved? Are they going to lose benefits, legal action, prosecution? As of now, no decision has been yet made, but the national story is currently still in the spotlight. Hopefully this information assists you in making informed decisions as to whether or not you would like to continue your affiliation with the Wal-Mart Corporation. You can discontinue your partnership. This may help in making future investments with the corporation. Whatever you want to do, this is the information and it's yours to consider. It's important to mention that Walmart's unethical actions may negatively impact you as you are associated with the corporation, and it can do so by damaging your reputation. It can create a poor public perception from your customers because you're affiliated with that company. It can negatively affect future partnerships with other stakeholders that may want to get involved with you. And I mean, in the worst case scenario, I guess they could boycott you as well. So, in closing, it should also be mentioned that this is an ongoing investigation and Walmart may continue to mishandle the case or they may deal with it accordingly. Either way, ask yourself, do you trust that Walmart will handle the case properly in punishing those involved? Thank you for your time and allowing me to present the information to you. I hope this presentation allows for your organization to make the best future decision going forward. I will be available for further questions and concerns regarding the case and will also present a detailed final report when the case finally closes. Thank you.